What's up, deckheads? Welcome back to MTG with me. We're going to head and do another draft this time. For the Twitch viewers, you did see a premiere draft of March of the Machine, The Aftermath. On YouTube, the last draft I did was traditional draft, so I'm going to go back to the Aftermath, not only because I need some of those cards, or I'm looking to get some of those and try to make some decks with them, but also just because I did traditional draft last time. So we're going to hop into that. If you didn't check out the standard videos, climbing through those, making our way through Diamond, I just switched it up a lot. I'll be posting another video about that after this, so stick around for that as well. We will jump right into this. Having a lot of fun with these drafts, getting some good picks. With traditional draft, just whiffing. I mean, I think I'm making a pretty good deck with traditional draft. They're the best of 3 games. Just wasn't getting pulls with that last one. Like good hands. 2 more people. Looks like we got a lot of people drafting. That's good news. With these sets, the last one I did with Premier Draft, we did kind of like a band thing with a focus on Simic. That was kind of cool. Maybe we see something like that again. Azurius Knights is strong. Boros Equipment, I thought, was pretty good. I've had some success with that in drafts. It's kind of all about what you pull. And remember, don't try to build a deck around one card. In draft, you can kind of get away with that, but we'll see. Wow, Invasion of Tarkir, that's such a great card. I don't know how many dragons we're going to get. There are some, like there's the Convoke Dragon, 2 red, 3 colorless. There's that. Anything else in this pack that, let's just highlight that for now. I don't see anything else in the pack that's good. I mean, maybe mid-game Gruul there. Bonded Herd Beast, kind of cool. It's a 7/5 menace when you flip it. It's pretty useful. Rayev Mastersmith, this is great if you get equipment, and there are so many equipment out in the deck that I think's useful. So, I don't know, maybe we'll see that when we come back around, but let's definitely pick up Tarkir. It does a little bit of burn. Ooh, Phoenix. Little mono red action going on here. So, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, it deals damage to opponent. You may pay Mountain, return it to the battlefield from the graveyard, and it gets haste, which is kind of cool. It is just a 2/2 for 2 flyer. There are better things. Stoke the Flames, actually. Let me take a step back. If we're doing red, and we kind of got a damage thing going on, maybe we're getting our non-creatures now. And I really want to focus on keeping that 17 to 19 creature base, and then either 4 or 6 non-creatures, so that we can get our 17 lands to make the 40 card deck. I think we're going to Stoke the Flames here, because I think that's better than the 2/2 flyer. 4 damage to the face or to something else is good. Alright, so we may have to splash in another color. From what I saw in the last packs, there wasn't a lot of equipment or Phyrexian. Maybe we'll see some in the other packs. So let's go for what is the best card I can see here. I like Kite Sail. That's a good equipment. And we might draw into equipments later, and those do play into red. So we can kind of help that a little bit. Searing Barb, 2 damage to any target if it's a creature can't block. Incubate 1, Maybe we do a Rakdos thing. Convoke, Lifelink, other vampires get +1/+1. It's got a madness cost. Maybe we do that. It's got Lifelink 2/2. It's one of the new cards that's from the Aftermath, so maybe we'll be able to do something with that. Humans get +1/+0 and have Ward 1. That could be useful. It's a soldier, not a knight, though. Knights are much better to build Azorius around, because there's a lot of that going on in the set. Maybe we have... Oh, that's terrible. That's not what I thought it was. This is an instant speed, turn a land into a 4/4. That's pretty much it. It must be blocked, which is, I guess, kind of useful, but you'd have to like beef it up, and that's a lot for one turn to kind of guarantee that. So I don't see that being good. 4-drop trample haste. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature gets +1/+1. And if it's attacking a battle, it gets a +1/+1 counter. I kind of like the 4-drop 3/3, but the 2-drop 2/2 with the human thing going on, we'll do that. Again, we don't know what colors we're doing yet. We really haven't seen something that's like, yes, let's do that. So, Ravenous Sailback, that's an expensive mid card. Ooh. This is kind of a dragon theme here. Haste, when it attacks, look at the top 6 cards, reveal a dragon card from among them. So maybe we get some dragons somehow. I don't know. Could pull that. And I'm trying to take a, instead of just picking, I'm trying to take a look and see what other cards are available that my opponents could pick from. And I'm not seeing much. So we'll do Warmonger. This is kind of cool. Our burn gives us lifelink, and our lifelink gives us burn. We might be able to use that. What else is going on here? Create some 1/1s. Needs convoke spells. That's very specific. This is kind of cool. It's got plane cycling, and it's a removal, like exiles creature until it leaves the battlefield, which is pretty good for a 6-drop. Kind of get in there with a lot of the early game stuff, but I think the Fire Song is what we go for. Oof. This makes me want to go blue. Let's see. So the Human Rogue is cool because it's a 1/3. Anything with power 1 or toughness 1 can't be blocked, which is cool. We're not really doing that yet. It's good to pull, though. Fairy Rogue, 3-drop flyer 2/2. When it dies, mill 2, then you may exile. When you do, put target creature or battle from your graveyard on top of your library. I don't really like that idea. Kamigawa is alright. Yeah, I think we pull that one just to get it out of the way. Actually, yeah, probably better that way. Alright, so we got a Boros Siege card here. This is cool. Creates 2/3 red and white warriors. Whenever this creature and another creature attack, another creature token attack, put a +1/+1 counter on it. They're both tokens, so if you can keep them both alive, they just keep getting stronger. When it enters the battlefield, 2 target creatures get +2/+0. Gain vigilance and haste. Yeah, I'll bite on that just because it kind of looks cool, but I'll move that down. Start to move everything down that we're not really using. We've got some. We might be able to do red, white, black. Maybe red, black. But so far, that's all we're looking at. This is a cool instant. So you block something and then sack it if it's going to lose anyway. Draw 2 is pretty strong. Enters the battlefield, choose 1, lose 2 life. Choose target battle, protects, move 3 defense counters. Yeah. Not too fancy. Go with the big drop with mountain cycling. It's a 5/5 haste. Now it is Phyrexian though. So if we find that enchantment that gives Phyrexian vigilance, it's a 5/5 haste vigilance for 6, which then becomes a lot better. I do like the fight though. Cosmic Hunger, 2-drop. Target creature deals combat damage equal to its deals damage equal to its power to a creature, planeswalker, or battle. That's also pretty strong. This guy, plenty of those. For 5, it's a 3/5. That's not that great. But it's a creature, and we'll need creatures at the very least. So let's go ahead and move this back up. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy it for each other creature that spell could target. Each copy. No, that's bad. 2-drop 2/2 trample. Take that. We could go Oh, this one's great. Remove 5 counters from target permanent. That'll help us get our battles and draw a card. Wow, that was fast. Guess we go for the hopper. Hopper again. Yo, there it is. Excellent. Phyrexian Awakening. That's the card I'm talking about. If you see that card, you should buy. You should get that card. Invasion of Ixalan. Whenever enters battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a permanent from among them and put it into your hand. Oh, okay, cool. For 2. Turns into a 4/3 whenever you cast a spell. Gains indestructible until end of turn. I don't think it's better than Phyrexian Awakening. Do we have a bunch of Phyrexians? So far, no. So we'll have to try to, I mean, we have some. We'll have to try to steer towards that. I kind of like this. But this is one of those things, like, we've already picked so many, I can't steer out of that just yet. And then that Elspeth, 3 for 1 damage is also really strong. We've got 2 specific mountain costs in our deck build right here, and it does look pretty good. With Stoke the Flames, I don't want to remove that, so I think I'm going to keep that. A lot of Knights stuff going on here. That Goblin's not worth picking. -3/-3 Convoke. That's actually kind of good with a Convoke. Zerda is cool. 1 tap target creature can't block this turn. Activated abilities cost 2 less. Abilities you activate that aren't mana abilities cost 2 less to activate. Oh, that's actually cool. It makes your incubate cheap. But Gobakan gives indestructible. I think we go Gobakan. Zerda's awesome though. And I can't use its companion. If I could use its companion, I would. If each creature, I think it's each permanent has an activated ability, then I could use it as a companion where it's in a companion zone, pay 3, put it into my hand, and then I can play it, which is cool. Not ideal. We got a little bit of a burn thing going, so I think I will take the Phoenix now. The Cleric, though, would be an easy second choice, just because it is Phyrexian. I kind of want to steer this. This is Pack 2 towards a Phyrexian deck now that we have Phyrexian Awakening. Maybe we get another one. But, yeah, Phoenix for now. 2/2 flyer. Maybe we get some equipment, make the flyer better. I don't know. Whenever this or another black creature enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Tap, sacrifice another black creature, draw a card. That's really specific CMC, though. I can't do it. That's kind of cool. Incubate 3 for 2. Whenever a Phyrexian you control dies, surveil 1. This is a cool 2/2 for 2, but it's not as good as this one. I do like the Bola Slinger, but we're trying to work towards a Phyrexian thing. Another area. When Dauntless General enters battlefield, exile player's graveyard. Sacrifice it. Humans get hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. That's kind of cool. This is better. That other one is very specific. It might come back around. Invasion of Asgol enters the battlefield. Target player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker and loses 1 life. Even though I want those equipment, since we're doing kind of a Rakdos thing, that's a really big FU in the beginning of a game. Invasion of Mercadia. Enters the battlefield, discard a card. If you do draw 2, it's a lot of work for that. At the beginning of your end step, if an artifact or creature was put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter. Could do that. Nahiri's Resolve is really cool. At the beginning of your end step, exile any number of non-token artifacts and or creatures. Return them to the battlefield under your owner's control. I think I'll grab that, just because. We might have something cool to do with that later. Ooh, Furnace Gremlin is great with equipment, and it's a Phyrexian, so that does help us with that. Bolo Slinger, though, I really want to grab him, but we're working on our CMC curve, too. 11 creatures, 9 non-creatures, so I have to really focus on getting creatures. 3, draw a card, remove counters from a permanent. This is good because there's a lot of +1/+1 counters going on, and it helps with battles. I don't see any creatures that I could pull for my deck anyway, so we might as well do that. Another Gremlin. 4-drop Menace, 2/4. Gets +3/+0 as long as an opponent has 8 or more cards. You're not likely gonna get 8 cards in that. The Furnace Gremlin. Getting some creatures in there, so we definitely want to see some equipment now. And that'll help us out. Phyrexian. 4-drop 2/2 backup lifelink, so give lifelink something. We don't have a lot of 1-drops. I mean, I might as well. I don't think it's a good card, but it's better than a 4-drop 2/2. This is tough. I guess we go Kithkin Billy Rider. Ren's Resolve is kind of like a dig card. Go for the equipment. Easy choice there. Wow, Rare made it all the way to the end on that. I don't know if you saw that. Okay. We got another sack. That's pretty cool for our deck idea. Does it make a Phyrexian? It doesn't. Makes a zombie elemental. Wait a minute. At the beginning of your end step, if one or more creatures die this turn, you gain that much life and distribute that many +1/+1 counters? Storm the Seed Core? Oh man, if we were playing green, that'd have been nice. I think we take the removal. Just because it's a pain to deal with. I think it'll help us out a lot. Yeah, gonna need to do that. Vision of Victoria, is this the 2 lands? Oh no, search for a non-human. Makes an 8/8 reach and non-humans assign combat damage as though they're not blocked. That's awesome. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on non-human. Enter the battlefield this turn. That's interesting land. In fact, I'll hover over that and see if we get anything else. Phyrexian Shade. Oh, equipment. We need that equipment. That can help us out with a lot of the early game stuff that we're doing. Oh, Sigarda. That is such a smash. Such a smash. I might just click it because that's one of the cards that I need. I know I said I wouldn't do it. I know I said I wouldn't do it, but that card. Ooh. Let's see if there's anything else that we could have picked. Not really seeing anything. 5-drop 2/3 flying with backup. Meh. Death Touch 1/1 for 2. Meh. That's really the best card to pick. We probably can't use it. Unless we all of a sudden do something with green, which we could have done. That's tough. Oh, drafting. Creature spells with power 4 or greater cost 2 less to cast. Each creature with power 4 or greater. I don't have a whole bunch of those. That's not that great. Ren's Resolve is probably the move there as far as dig. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This is the one where non-Phyrexian creatures enter the battlefield tapped. Pull that. Ooh. Whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle, draw a card. That goes into it. Like our deck idea. No other equipment, stuff like that. Okay. Pull that. We got a really good curve now if you check that out. Oh, you can't see it. 4 1-drops, 12/2, 9/3, 3/4, 2/5, 2/6. Pretty good spread. You can use this as a companion if no card in your starting deck has more than one of the same mana symbol, so we couldn't use Stoke the Flames. We'll go for the 3-drop 2/2 flyer. Whenever it deals combat damage, you can flip a token over. It's either that or Kite Sail, And I think we need some flying. Yeah, we'll do that. Kite sail might make it back. Look, there's a dragon. We have a dragon kind of thing going on. It's not Phyrexian, but there's really no other choice in that has Phyrexian type thing going on. So we'll do that. It's got Convoke, so it's not a hard card to play. Another sack creature one. That's the pick right there. What is this one? Master of the Review. When you sacrifice a permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on it. When it dies, deal damage equal to its power to any target. We don't need that, right? I think we already have something like that. Furnace Gremlin. It'll do that. So we got plenty of that. That's awesome. 2/2 trample. When it attacks a battle, gets +1/+1. Haste. 2/3. Becomes a flying Phyrexian. Could do that. I think we need more 3 drops than we do need 2 drops, so that's why I did that. We'll go for aerial boost, Convoke, get over there with some damage across the board. Nothing we can really pick here. We will pick the Urn. It's some removal. It's really expensive. 6 tap, destroy target creature or enchantment, but it is removal. Ren's Resolve, in case we want to do something that lets us dig. Raccoon Warrior for 4. When Scrappy Bruiser attacks, up to 1 target attacking creature gets +2/+0 against trample till end of turn. Turn that creature to its owner's hand at the end of combat. This Marauding Dreadship sucks. Every time I've drafted it, it's been useless in my hand. We got a lot of stuff. Most of it is creatures. Some of the stuff that's not, I feel like we can use. We got some kind of a dragon thing going on, but nothing too fancy. We might be able to put that in, but the first thing I do after I draft is the creatures are the most important thing. In drafting, there's almost always no board wipe, which is a staple in standard building decks. So first thing I'm going to do is take all those non-creature stuff and throw it to the side. Then I'm going to reevaluate, see where my curve's at, and go from there. Okay. We got a lot of creatures. This is good. All right. That's out for sure. I'm not going to play that. Actually, keep those in just for the creature count. Sigarda, we can't play that. I mean, we could. We have Beat Stick, but that's very specific. But good news is I got another Sigarda for my deck building, and that was one of the cards that I wanted to use. That was a plus. Really? Alright, after I do this, I figure out what I'm doing, and then I adjust the mana. But look at the mana. It gave us three swamps. Yikes. Okay. We've got 22 creatures. That's cool. Let's lose 3 of them, for sure. I mean, we could make this a Rakdos deck. I mean, a Boros deck. Which, if you know me, you know that's basically where I always steer it to. But, let's see. Alright, so we'll start with the high drops. What is our big drop? Our big drop is Branch Burner, Fire Song, and Furnace Toast. Furnace Toast Charger seems good. 5/5 haste. Whenever a white instant or sorcery spell causes you to gain life, deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Do I have any lifelink? Oh no, I don't have any. I mean, instant or sorcery spells to gain life? I don't. I mean, I have some burn. that would let me gain life. It is a 6-drop 4/6, so it's got some board state presence to it. I'll leave it in for now. 5-drop 3/5. Allows you to remove defense counters from things, which is cool. But I don't think it's worth it. Take that out. This guy's Menace. Whenever it attacks a battle, it's double its power, which is kind of cool, but it's a pretty big cost for nothing great. Red Cap gives first strike for 4. Not worth it. Halo Hopper can be good sometimes. This will help us fetch the dragon. We'll keep that. Alright, and now of those upper ends, how many of these are Phyrexian? 1. That's it. Then we've got a potential 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that's a terrible 1-drop. I might even pull that out. Got 18 creatures. That's pretty good. As far as our curve, we've got 6 2-drops, 8 3-drops, 1 4, and 3 6. An average of 3.3. But if you keep in mind that Branch Burner's got Convoke, so that's really not a 7-drop. This is a real 6-drop, which we might take out. Furnace Host Charger is a 6-drop, but it's got Mountain Cycling, so I can play it early. The 4-drop is really a 4-drop, but it's not as high of a curve as it says it is. When it attacks up to 1 target attacking creature gets +2/+0 against trample. Return that creature to its owner's hand at the end of combat. That hurts us. Let's get rid of that. Creature count 17. That's with the hoppers in there. Let's take a look at what we have and see if we can play anything with that. Creatures. We took out what we didn't want. 17 is as low as I want to go with creatures. With the early game, we do have, a benefit to more humans. Let's see, is that going to help us? I don't think so. Helps us with Kithkin. Helps us with the guy who, this guy in the beginning. But once he flips, it doesn't help him anymore. Orc Warrior doesn't help there. Okay, so what 6 cards can I add to help the most? Invasion of Tarkir enters the battlefield. Reveal any number of dragon cards from your hand. When you do, it deals X plus 2 damage. So if I play it, I get to do 2 damage anyway. So 2 damage for 2, plus it creates something that, if I can get it, flying trample 4/4, whenever a dragon you control attacks, so that 2 damage to any target. So it could hit for 6 each time. That's pretty strong. Good little Thunder Maul there. Could do equipments. So if I were to do equipment kind of thing, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for the 5th one, maybe Gobakon. Maybe Phyrexian Awakening. Or so I could do both 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could do that. Or if I want to go like an exile thing, actually, hold on. Let's see if we can use Nahiri's Resolve. It's a 5-drop Anthem, +1/+0. So all my creatures get +1/+0. But at the beginning of my end step, I can choose which creatures and artifacts. Yes, non-token artifacts and creatures, however many I want, to remove from the battlefield, and then they come back in next turn. So it kind of protects against removal, like sorcery removal specifically, and board wipes, which is kind of good, but not great. I think... I kind of need the creatures that I have. And none of them have like a enter the battlefield ETB kind of thing going on with them. Yeah, so we're not going to do that. That means we're looking here and the previous page. We do have 2 render inerts, so if we go the kind of remove counters kind of thing, which will help us with Invasion of Tarkir, we could do Invasion of Tarkir, 2 render inert, so that's 3, and then 3 Invasion of Asgul. Enters the battlefield, target player sacrifices a creature or a planeswalker, and then they lose 1 life. It's kind of annoying to have to sack stuff, and if you're not drawing what you need in drafts, it becomes a problem. Creates a 2/1 menace, which can be useful, especially with equipments, but we didn't really pick equipments with that. So we could do Asgul. Okay, interesting. All right, well, kind of have to decide. Let's see which of those 2 combinations help us out the most. Equipments, yeah, helps Furnace Gremlin, that kind of thing. Sack a creature, it can help early game, but late game it's kind of useless, so I think we steer away from that. We'll do Stoke the Flames. That'll help us with our battles. Invasion of Tarkir is definitely a must. Maybe we do 2 render inert. And 2 equipment. Kind of mix the ideas. I do like the 3-drop make incubate 4 though. We do have a good amount of Phyrexian. You know what? That's so good. We're going to put that in. And what else? I got 3 more. Ren's Resolve, 2-drop. Exile top 2 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those. That includes land. Sorcery speed, so pretty slow. Could do that. Gobakan, I think it's worth putting in. Gives us, when you swing and get rid of it, it's only 3. But, you know what? Let's do this. We got 2 more. Because we're doing Gobakan, we're going to do Render Inert. Okay. Check out the curve. 17 creatures, 6 non-creatures, 8 2-drops, 11 3-drops, 1 4, and 3 higher that are really lower. So we're basically curving out around 3 into 4. Hopefully we get what we need. Let's look at the CMC cost. We're all Boros until late game. Then we've got a little bit of black. Actually, we might even remove... For mana fixing. This is huge, right? A lot of times you want to go tricolor, and it's cool, right? There's a lot of benefit to it, but if we take out what we have, can we make it stronger? Because if I'm splashing for just 2 specific swamp, if I draw those swamps early game, I'm not helping anything. The odds of me getting those are useless almost. Mark up Baron, Convoke, Lifelink, other vampires. It's not a vampire deck. Yeah, it's got Madness, but I'm not really discarding anything. Alright, so Baron's out. Render Inert, that's great, but I shouldn't build the deck around that. And now our mana fixing is much better. I've got 3. One of them was a creature that we took out, so we'll try to find a creature that we can put back in. And then we got 2 others that we can add. Alright, so we're looking for Boros creatures. So red creatures, that's terrible. That's a meh. But is the 4/3 menace that hits battle? Actually, that is better because we do have some battles that we can hit. So we'll put that in. The only other option there was Aki Scrap Chomper, which is not... Nobody plays that card. Okay. Yeah, that one's that's a pass. 17 creatures, 4 non-creatures. Let's go back to... I mean, could do aerial boost, but I think we throw the equipment in. because that helps our Furnace Gremlin. Gives us a little bit of a better turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4 kind of thing. And if you watch my videos, you know I always turn everything into a Boros deck, so here we are. I think we do that. Now let's do one more check on the mana. We need more mountains than we do plains, but it's a pretty even split up until turn 4, and it's Convoke. So I could do one more mountain than plains to try to encourage that, because we don't want to have a 50-50 thing going on. Let's check the percentages. Yeah, 61% red mana, 35% white mana, and 9% colorless. Let's do... Shoot. I think we just do go up. We go down 1 and we go up 1. So we got 10 mountains, 7 plains, that's 17 lands. And I think we're good to go. Let's see how we do. I haven't played Premier drafts a lot. I haven't really done any drafts a lot other than traditional, and traditional isn't ranked. So it's got really great payouts though. It's like insane payouts, and you know, for 3 wins, it's just nuts. But you know, hopefully we get some good matches. And that wasn't too long for the deck building, so we'll see how we do. We got the specific mana that we need. We got 3 mana. We curve out at 4. I got a card that lets me pull mountain. I think we keep this. Let's see. Opponent is in silver. Alright, we're going to go with our 2-drop. I think we do... I don't have any equipment. Actually, no. We're going to play the Gremlin. Let's see. Did my opponent keep a 1-land hand? Don't do that. Don't ever do that. If you can help it, don't do that to yourself. Oh, they didn't. Okay, cool. 2/2 lifelink. That's a good card. I'll go ahead and play SRAM. And no attacks, because I can't pump it. So far, I think we're doing alright. Zerda. They're the one who got the Zerda. I'm gonna pass. No blocks. I will do... Can I do this yet? No, we're 1 away. 4-drop. I might sit back and then use them to play Shivan Branch next turn. Opponent's thinking 4 mana out, 2 plains, 2 forest. Looks like we're playing a Selesnya deck. They can do the tap down to make one of my creatures not block, but I do outnumber them on the board state, so that's not working. Let's do... We can get hit for damage right now. Let's do this. Can I convoke yet? Will it let me pick? Alright, so I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, and the rest. That way I can play Beat Stick and kind of get it out there. Beat Stick. Draw a card. That says target creature can't block this turn. I don't need to block. That's a whoops misplay. Didn't need to do that. Don't be sorry like that. I'm happy you did that. Come on, what are you doing, bruh? Come on, bruh. Bruh. Well, we're waiting. Okay, here we go. Getting in there for 4. Atrox's Fall. Oh, never mind. Does it have reach? It doesn't have reach. Fantastic, we're getting in there, but maybe we're getting hit for 9. Which wouldn't be good. But if you hit me for 9, I get to hit you for at least 11. 1, 2, 3. And if I draw a land, it's not lethal. I probably wouldn't do that. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of the equipment. No, you monster. They're gonna get rid of the equipment and gain 4 life. Good move. Swinging. Open field. Certainly could. That's a good move. 9 damage puts me at 9. I'm on the fence right now. Just gonna try to slam in there for 9. 9, 18, 27, 3-turn clock. I don't think he'll block, but if he does, that's great for us. Whatever. Getting in there. Let's see. I can't use the 4-3 to chop the 3-3 or anything like that. If I keep it back, it'll just get tapped down anyway. So I think we put the pressure on here. Keep the 4-4 flyer back just to be the target of Zerda. And then that way I can chop with the 2-2. Or chop with the 1-2 and deal damage equal to its power, which could take out the 4-2. In which case, we're max taking 5. I mean, I could keep 1 back. That might be better. Because if I swing 9, take 5, go down to 4, swing. Huh. 16. It's exactly 24, but what if they have more life gain? And they'll gain 2 more life with the swing. So I just swing with 1. A little quick math there. Opponent probably won't block. Down to 19. And now my hope is that I can keep them at bay, that they're not going to swing at all. But they very well could. Oh, it's a Bant deck. Tricolor. Getting it in late. Maybe it's just a banger. It is not. It's great for equipment decks, things that give you first strike. There's like a 1-drop red coming in hot, which is great. This is awesome. Get a little incubate 4. And this guy is pumpable now. So I think what I do is I swing there. And over the top, keep the 5-5 back to block. Because that 2-2 would try to do something spicy, I'm sure of it. They got no reach. So we might be able to slowly chip away at our opponent's life. The board state is kind of meeting a standstill, but I've got a flyer. Those are very valuable in drafts. That's cool. I actually want him to do that. So what I'll do is I'll pump it. Doesn't make sense right now, but I'll show you. Okay, when this dies, I deal damage equal to its power. Oh, wait, no, I incubate equal to its power. That's my fault. Had that backwards. But incubate's still good. Take 4. Ooh, misplay on me. Oof. Whoops. Alright, so that might hurt us. Zerta could tap down the 5/5. 4/3 chops one of the big ones, probably the 2/2. So that'll trade. I could take 5 here. That'll be bad. What is that? Nice. Did they just pull those? You reveal X line cards, put those line cards tapped, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Oh, so okay. Well, that's cool. It kind of showed us what they have in their deck. Looks like they're going like a little +1/+1 counter kind of thing. I think my opponent swings here. They should certainly try. Tap down the 5/5. Make me chop with something. What I would do is I would take the 2/2 SRAM, block the Moloch, 4/3, block the Pride. That'll trade. That'll trade. I get hit for 5. They gain 2, but then all of their big hitters are gone. Okay, do that. I would have used Zerta to tap down and block something. Maybe they got a combat trick. I don't know. No matter what, I have to stop that 2/2 double strike. Otherwise, it's going to put me in hot water. So I have to block this way and just hope they don't have a combat trick. 4/3. I could try to keep that alive and take 3. But, I mean, man, there's all kinds of combat tricks that green has. Oh, but the combat tricks that I'm thinking of actually require 2 green mana, and they don't have it. I don't know. That's tough. I think this is what we do. We take 6 and hopefully own the board state. I don't know. Wow. Down to 3. That's close. Alright, now we get our board state back. Making sure the mana is correctly highlighted. Sometimes the game will mess with you there. Okay, we got the 5/5 Vigilance. The Incubate tokens have Vigilance, so we're swinging with those for sure. I could swing with the 4/4. I kind of want to have a strong board state presence just in case they have combat tricks. I'm very low, so I don't want to deal with any kind of nonsense. I'm gonna say I play it safe because I'm at 3. Otherwise, I would be a little bit more gung-ho about it. That's where that card came in handy. I told you it would. I told you. I told you. Don't tell me my opponent's got like some weird exile thing. Bringing something back. Okay, I'm happy that I kept the stuff back and didn't just swing into that. Because my opponent's got enough life to take some hits here. Chose to take them. Okay. Come on, land. Come on, land. Oh, exile. What are you going to exile? The 5/5 hasty? Okay. I would have gone for the flyer. Because if we hit a standstill, I could just keep over the top. Opponent's down to 9. We're in lethal swinging either way. Go Pecan, baby. Yes. I get to look at my opponent's hand. There isn't one. Pick a card. It costs 2 more. Very cool card. I actually moved it to my sideboard now, so if you watch my standard games, that's been kind of a staple. I took all 4 out, and I put 4 more creatures in just to really help hit it home. All you have to do is click resolve, bruh. come on now. There we go. Alright, next. I guess I make this activate for 4. I don't have anything else I can pay for. I am not going to use Phyrexian mana and go down to 1. Done. And... Alright. The 3/1 Vigilance. That'll go there. Do I use a 4/4? I don't think so. I think I just swing over very slowly over these turns. And then I'll have the Gobakan activate, which says any creature that swung this turn gets a +1/+1 counter. So I'll just keep swinging with that Flying Vigilance, and it'll slowly get stronger. The other benefit to this card is I can sack it and give all my creatures hexproof and indestructible. Very valuable card. There's the +1/+1 counter. The 4/5 now. What's up? So can my opponent swing into that if they tap down the 4/5? No, they can't. I can do 8 over the top. I might just do the 4. They'll have 5 life left. Next turn, hit them with 5. Just play it real slow. Ooh, it's a close one. What's going on, buddy? Anything? You could tap down Zerta to make something not block. But that's just going to remove 1 and 1, and I outnumber my opponent with the board state. Alright. Distribute 4 +1/+1 counters, Storm the Seed Core. You saw me shout out that card. Very valuable card. And his Trample. Excellent. Opponent's not thinking about my indestructible. Alright, so we passed there, and now we just look about how am I going to get enough damage to trade this in my favor. Let's see. 4 and 2. Great. 4. Great. 4 drop there. And 4 drop there. Covers the trample. Covers the trample. Does not cover the trample. I'll have to reevaluate this. Trample me for 1. Covers the trample. Covers the. Alright, so 3 to 4, good. 3 to 3, good. 6 to 5, 1 will hit me. I'll go down to 2. 5 to 6, none of that's good. So I'll declare blockers, and then I'll do combat tricks. Good game. What do you mean, oops, bro? That's your oops. That's not me oops, that's your oops. Good game. Just gonna wait for my opponent to pass priority back to me. It's giving my opponent time to do something. I don't know what my opponent can do or why the game is waiting. I think it's for Zerta, because Zerta has an ability, even though it's useless right now, gives my opponent something to do. They're assigning damage to the blockers, like which one they want to do first, and now I make them indestructible, and I win. Well, next turn. Yep, good game, buddy. Ooh, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's just bronze. There's nothing special here. So, see if we can keep grinding out these matches. Ooh, we got a card. Enters the battlefield, incubate 3. When a Phyrexian you control dies, surveil 1. I think we got that in the draft. Moving on up, moving on up. Here we go. Next game. Hopefully people are ready. Bet you that guy that we played is not happy. I felt like when he said good game, he was like, I got it, bro. Either that or maybe they didn't know you could double block. I don't know. This is a keep and a little bit of a draw action. I like this. This is a good keep. Look at that bike. My bike's cooler. I have a Triumph, America. If y'all have a bike, shout it out. Turn 1 beat stick. Let's see. We are playing mono green, it looks like so far. Let's do Gremlin. I know I could have waited till turn 3 to draw a card with that, but it's probably better to throw it on the Gremlin and get in there. It's cool. I'll have Menace, equip 2. Ooh, tricolor. Whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle, draw a card. Okay. So really only get anything out of the equipments. Actually, yeah. Let's do this. Alright. What does Thrashing Frontliner do? Trample... Oh, no. Is this the one I was thinking of? No, it's not. There's I think it's Glycilla... but it does like pick one of these each turn. It's got 3 options. It's dirty. All right. When it enters, incubate 2. They did that. 5, transform an incubator and double the tokens. That's cool. Two menace. I want to swing, but I think it's better when I could pump it, so no attacks. Just to ensure that my opponent's not going to block, and if they do, at least I could trade. Tricolor deck. It's risky to do, but if you can do it. What is this? Oh, 3 damage to any creature. At least they went for the guy that only has like 2 things that can really give me benefit here. Yeah, I guess I leave the 3/2 back. Computer chose correctly there. Swinging in for 4. I could swing in with the hopper, but I'd rather have it back. I'm defending. Card we might want to see in this position right here is that 5/5 haste giant, the Phyrexian giant. That would be useful. The incubate 4, that's a useful one to see right here. Give my Phyrexians vigilance, even though I think I only have 2 out there. Does it have death touch? No. I mean, block? Does it work? What? Why? Why would you get rid of that? Pay 3, pump 1, and then deal the damage again to the herd beast. Could work. Alright, next. Combat phase. Swing, swing. The 1 damage isn't enough to get it, so I'm hoping that my opponent will block with the bond. Oh, I keep thinking it's dealing damage. It's not. Keep thinking it's the other goblin that I put into my standard deck. Ah! In that case, I will not pump it. Let the Incubate 2 token come out. Get rid of the 1/2. And then equip the Beamtown Beatstick to the Shivan branch. 3-turn clock for my opponent, lest they can get rid of the Shivan. There was plenty of Atrax's Falls that I saw in the packs, so I'm guessing. Probably see that. Swing with a 4/5. They didn't want to make it Menace yet? Really? I'll get rid of the 2/2. Non-Phyrexians enter the battlefield tapped. Ooh. That's the card I was talking about. That's the stupid card. Incubate 2 twice. This is at the beginning of combat on your turn. So each turn, they get to do one of those. Ridiculous. Transform all incubator tokens you control. Phyrexians gain first strike and death touch. What? That's so good. Nice. Okay. I could play Furnace Goblin and just at most I can make it a 3 block, not 5 yet. That's so spicy. Just gonna incubate now. Or transform it. And I'll swing in for 5 and just keep going that route. That's like all I can do. Opponent's got no response. No Atrax's Fall. They would have already used it. They must draw into it, and I don't see it yet. I got another red mana producing element there, so I can at least pump Gremlin up to 4. But that's not going to help us. Not yet. Now I could equip Beatstick to Gremlin and try to block, but incubate 2 twice, yeah, that's the move. Next turn, flip him over. Oh, it's such a good draft card. If you see this in draft, you pick that card. That's another one that is just win the game for you. Yeah, swing in. That's a flyer, so I need to do my best to stop that. I'll hit it with the 2. I don't think you can transform at instant speed. So I could try to double block. But I like having my blockers right now. And I think that that's probably a better move. Yeah, I think that's the move. Just spread out my blockers. Like, there's no way I'm going to take care of it with... I mean, I probably could team block there, but... And when he assigns 4, I would get to keep 1. He'd probably leave the 2/2 token. Is this a Phyrexian? It's not, so that may enter tapped even when that does come in. So it's probably best to keep the sensor out. Sacrifice an artifact or creature. Each opponent loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. That puts him up a little bit. Okay. Now, Furnace Gremlin, if I just use it as a blocker, I can pump 4 times, making it a 5/6 that'll create an incubate 5, but I can use that to block Glissa if they don't elect to have the first strike death touch option. I think they're going to go with the transform, the incubate tokens. That's just me. Just got to get across the top. One more time. Transforms. I mean, I don't see you doing 20 damage. Okay, they did the right move. First strike and death touch. So even if I did transform Furnace Gremlin, it's not going to help me as much as I want it to. I think they're going for Invasion of Olgoroth. Whatever this is. Olgrotha. Not swinging with the Herd Beast. Okay. That's 9 damage at it. If I chop the 1... this is interesting. Oh man, that's tough. They've all got first strike and death touch, so I can't block, really. I think the move is pass. Was this until end of... Alright, so it's until end of turn. So what I could do is I could use Furnace Gremlin to just chop. That's so tough. Because if I chop, I can beef it up and get an incubate token to swing in next turn, and that would be useful. That's tough. I don't know. As it stands, the 1/2 is useless. So I'll block just with that guy. And I'm literally just doing this for the incubate. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I get the 5/5 incubate. Enters and tapped. Yes! Sweet. Now my opponent has to sack something to gain life. Could do the 4. Four 3 menace. If my opponent does like blocking strategy, sacrifice an artifact or creature, they'll just sack one of the tapped ones, so there's no point there. Yep, I think I just swing with the 5/4. And he'll sack one of their tokens. Oh, tandem takedown, great card. I think we lose. Let's give 5/5 the menace. So it's a 6/5. Ooh, this is tough. I mean, there's a couple things we could draw, but we're out of flyers, basically. Oh, actually, I take that back. We have that 3-drop that can transform for 4 with the haste flying. We could use that, assuming my opponent swings with their 4/4. Maybe they take a second to just sit back. I don't know. Incubate 2 twice to build up a board state. Goes for the 4/4. Uh-oh. Okay, so we wouldn't have drawn anything that we could have used anyway in those 3 cards. We got a flyer. (6/5) Menace. They'll probably just take the 3/2/2 tokens. So I think what I do is I put the Menace on the Skyward and keep the 5/5 to block. Test turn. That way I could try to get in there. They don't seem to have a lot of flyers. Ooh, spicy. Three-turn clock. Stretching out the life gain. I think we lose this one. That was a close one though. As I said before, that card just wins games. Especially in draft because it's just board state. You know what I mean? A lot of times you get in a standstill. What? No blocks. So my opponent knows that I can't block that. I have to swing with it. That's interesting. They've got so much to block with, though. I could try to swing with it. If I swing with everything, 2 goes there. I can't do anything there. I could do 2 over the top and try to do 5 damage. That's I'd have 2 things with Menace, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are out. Those are out. 3 others. 1, 2, 3. Wouldn't do it. That's interesting. I got nothing with trample. Good game. I think my opponent's got it. I don't think I have a way to get through. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's lethal. My opponent has. Swing with everything. I got no cards in hand. That's lethal. I'd chop the 4/5, the 3/5, 3/5, and 2/5. Alright, and 2/2. Give first strike death touch and send them. Send everything. First strike death touch. It's so good. Yes, there you go. That's game. Shoot. I mean, I guess I'll block something. Block. 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 That would just die, so block. Oh, that's got Menace. Block. It's close. Ooh. Down 1 already. I still think we built a pretty good deck. Let's go ahead and start up the next one. I'll have to look for that card. If I can find it in a draft, I'll absolutely take that. Anytime people see it, they just grab it. That and Thalia are pretty good. You can get both. Woo! Alright, let's see. Our opening hand is trash. I could play it and just hope for a land. We'll do that. Why not? They have a companion, Lurie the Spell Chaser, 3 of any mana to put it in your hand, and then when you play it, copy. Excuse me. Copy a spell. Has to be a spell you control, though. Oof. Opponent is debating whether or not to keep. And Beat Stick. Love that card. I think it's great. I play Professional Facebreaker in my standard, and it's basically that, except you can't sack the tokens. So, a little different, but still pretty cool. 2 damage to you. Opponent is, destroy target artifact, battle, enchantment, or creature with flying. Trox's Fall is so strong. You cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell. Alright, so that's no good. I guess we go Hasties here. Hastomes. Oh, and we got something out of that? Sweet. Two trample. I mean, I guess I put out the 2/2 ward 1. Oh no, it's each other. So it's just a 2/2 for 2. Incubate 4, and we try to get our invasion of Tarkir. Alright. Trying to keep track of what I've been seeing through that to kind of see what's going on. I mean, this card definitely... let me show you. It's an uncommon 3/2 haste for 3 that lets you look at 6 for a dragon card, put it in your hand. That you can make a deck with that as like your mid game for, you know, maybe do 4 of this, 4 Invasion of Tarkir, and just slam dragons down at people. There's definitely a deck that you could make with that. We'll activate that. Is my opponent playing Wooburg? Every color? That's spicy, dude. That's what you want to burn? I would have burned the 4/4 that can do something right now. Okay. It's also a 4/4 Vigilance. That was a... Oh, you know what? Is it only 3? That's why. Chose to put his companion in his hand. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, deals 2 damage to any target. So what I think I do is I overload the board state. Instead of doing 8, I'll do 6. Okay, let's see. They've got Wooburg. What are you gonna play? Did they get Niv Mizzet? Omnath! Oh! That's kind of dirty. This isn't Hasties, but it's good. I'm gonna go ahead and just destroy Omnath here in a second. That's all attack. I'll do 2 there. I'll do 2 there. Bye-bye. 12 damage. Good game. Getting in there. Yeah, there's definitely going to be like a red deck dragon kind of thing going on. I think it's possible. It might even be better than the mono red that's in Diamond right now. There's almost assuredly a mono red in Mythic. I've seen, like, I don't want to say 2 out of 3, but it's knocking on the door of 2 out of 3 is what I'm playing against in Diamond right now. And as I've said before in other videos, people may just be playing mono red to get up to Diamond and then switch it up to what they like, but I think it's better to play what works like the whole way through. I mean, I guess we do this and hope we draw a plains. And I will pitch the dragon because Stoke the Flames can help us early game. We got a land, not the land that we wanted. But we got something out of there. Really need a plains. Didn't get it. Oops. There we go. Could do Stoke the Flames. We'll wait on that. We'll hit for 2. Just keep trading 2 for 2 for 2 until we figure out what's going on. Daxos. Okay. Okay. 4/3 menace. Yeah, I'll play that. 2/2 over the top. Real easy. Okay. Monastery Mentor has Ward 1 Prowess. I definitely think I need to get rid of that because that's typically a problem. Let's see. Let's see. I'd have to use Convoke. Alright, so here's what we do. Over the top for 2. And then I think what I should do is Stoke the Flames, Monastery Mentor, pay the 1, Ward 1, pay that with the open mana that I just gave myself. Open flash. I mean, okay. It's... Ooh, okay, I see what you're doing. Auto pay. Alright, so Mentor's gone. Forced my opponent to kind of play their hand, which is cool. We absolutely need a plains to do anything more in this game, really. I made a bad move by keeping that hand, but sometimes you're just like, this will work. Ooh, they're gonna get those tokens out. That's gonna be spicy. It's another thing with these battles. If you swing out, you're kind of hurting yourself with that aspect. Ooh, prowess. Mountain again. We drew 5. Ah, my goodness. That's half our mountains. When those 3/2 swings, it'll be a 4/3. 4/3. That's 8, 9, 10, 11. Assuming they don't play any creature or non-creature spells. Could be 12. I guess the move is to sit back, but we're just gonna get wrecked this game. This is no good. No attacks. My opponent should be swinging out like that. Those are 4/3s. Just keep overloading the damage, and you've got this. I mean, I guess I trade 1 so that doesn't get any bigger, and I just wait. Yikes. So they're gonna keep going. I got a frog. Good game, no attacks. Opponent should be able to swing out here. I'm pretty sure that that's lethal. I can block with 2, which means I'll stop the 5 damage from coming in. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, just you don't need any other spells right there. Nope, everything. Oh, why? They're playing it safe, but they have lethal there. Maybe they didn't see that the Phoenix can't block, I'm guessing. I do have 2 cards in hand. Plenty of mountains. 1, 2, 4, 2. That sucks. No misplays here, other than the keep. But keeping your opening hand isn't... I don't think that qualifies as a misplay. Maybe it does. You tell me in the comments. You tell me. All right. Was that 3 losses? 2 losses. We're 2-2. I feel like we should be higher than that, but it is a draft, so there are many variables here. Let's see how we do. What is that? Whiffmetot? I'm gonna keep it. We got enough mana, we got some cool stuff, we got some creatures. Let's do it. Keep. Probably do Gobakon turn 2. See what they're doing. 2/2 Vigilance Rabbit. Coming at us. Hey, Gobakon. Oh. Yeah. Whenever Chromos Hulk attacks up to 1 other target creature has base power and toughness 5/5 until end of turn. That's cool. That is 5 mana away. You and permanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn. Prevent damage that black and red sources would deal. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. And Phyrexian Awakening. Get that out of here. I will play the Sky Warden and just swing on over. They got Botanical Brawler, that's nuts. Can I play more than one? I cannot. Let's do Skywarden. Maybe we get an equipment and we can start getting that going on. That Botanical Brawler is nuts. I gotta keep an eye on that before that gets out of hand. Perhaps my opponent drew a land? Perhaps. Perhaps they did not. Why would you do that? It's a sorcery. You wait. You wait. I'm gonna say that's a misplay. You should always wait until the last moment to do an instant if you can. I mean, it's only got hexproof and pro damage against black or red, so no blocks. Oh, that's great. See, they messed up, bro. They messed up. I will do 2 and 2 damage to any other target. Brawler. Bye-bye. That was a big problem. We avoided that. Let's get the Phoenix out. 2-2. That'll help us in the long run. Let's go ahead and get Gobekhan out so our flyers will start to get beefed up. We could try to get Tarkir done, but I don't think that's a focus right now. Next turn, I will play Phyrexian Sensor. Oh, you monster! Can't block with a 2-2, so you can swing in easily with the Vigilance. Should absolutely swing in. There you go. What is this? Oh, assigns combat damage as though it is its toughness. Could put in the 4-3. Since it's menace, that will actually help me get Tarkir easy. Swing with the Phoenix at Gobekhan. That helps me with Indestructible, that kind of thing. So this is a close game, but we might be able to take this back. My opponent's missed some land drops, so we have a chance here. Unless there's like an Elspeth 3 damage thing coming up right about now. Why'd you do that? That's a blatant misplay. Why? You know what I mean? Why? End turn. They must not have read that card. They thought it was like a no damage for 1, which is ridiculous. That wouldn't be... it's an uncommon, so maybe. Maybe they thought. Why? You're misplay, bro. That's so bad. I block with the 4-3 and it dies. I'm pretty sure. They can't pump and do anything to it. Alright. Exile from it, put 2+1/+1 counters on target creature. Maybe they're trying to do that. Ooh. Let's do this. Oh, wait a minute. Let's not. Let's do this. I'm pretty low on life, and my opponent's playing Selesnya, so there is trample, there's like specific removal stuff, so I am going to swing the 4-3, which would get rid of that. And I'm thinking they won't stop that. They'd have to block with both, and it can crush them. Gotta block with both. I'll get rid of your whole board state. Then your move you did last turn, if you meant to do that, would be nothing. Oh, yeah. And then I think what I can do is just hop around right here. Pay 1, 2 other. We got a board state. We can make things hex-proof, indestructible, at instant speed. You could play the Phyrexian type deal things. This Phyrexians you control have vigilance, and they have none. You could make that a 5/5 and make this a 5/5. You certainly could do that when you swing. But I'm just gonna get rid of the Hermit. Yes, do it. I want you to do it. Just do it! Here you go. Swinging. Yeah. You're gonna want to swing with both, so that I can crush you. Pass. Blockety block. Block, block, block. And activate. Nice. I like how that went. Yep, good game, sir. Getting in there. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh. Just 2 drafts. And now we're in silver. Still in the second one here. Aether's Call. Chant creature has vigilance, and at the beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 white human creature token. It's actually not that bad. You could use that in like a Selesnya deck. With like the whole Catilda tap, add mana from the creature kind of thing. Ooh, we got a pack? Must be from our daily stuff. And we just got a rare. Zerda, heck yeah. And Elspeth, yo, what a pack. That's what I'm talking about. Now, the other Elspeth we all know is better, right? From New Capenna. That Elspeth, hands down, probably the best Elspeth that exists. I'm willing to argue that that is. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It certainly does help. YouTube and on Twitch. Yeah, this Elspeth's alright for, you know, what it is. 4-drop. Creates 4 loyalty counters. Put a white or 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink. Put 2+1/+1 counters on a creature, becomes an angel for -2. And then -6. Which could be, actually, you might be able to use that in the soldier deck that's out. There's Azurius soldiers, and if you have 5 soldiers swinging, there's like a 3-drop that makes all of your creatures, not just soldiers, all of them flying. So that would be really cool. I think that's exactly where that's supposed to be. And for -6, return all non-land permanent cards with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So if you're on the draw and your opponent's playing first, maybe they get that turn 4 board wipe, or maybe even a turn 3 board wipe, and you have the ability to play Elspeth on turn 4. That can kind of help you start building back, you know, using their board wipe as momentum to keep her alive. I don't know. Think about it. It's good. And then Zerda is awesome. I like this card. You got to be able to use it, though. The companion, hard to do. Each permanent card in your starting deck has an activated ability. That's kind of hard to hit. If you can hit it, though, that's cool. Alright. Oops. We will continue the draft. We've got 3 wins. Let's go for 4. And this time, no all mountain keeps. None of it. The Spruce Moose, shout out Simpsons. Get in. I said, get in. This is an interesting keep, but I like it because the mana. You know what I'm saying? And here we go. Turn 2, I'll do Gobakon just to kind of see what they got going on. No hasteums right now. Oh, there's their big turn. When this enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Then it fights. That's a 5-drop. Okay. Ooh, when it creates that ooze, target creature gets +2/+2, loses abilities. That's kind of annoying. Incubate X twice. So they've got 4 mana. They are well on their way to getting this out. So I can make that really annoying and make that an 8-drop. I think that's the move. Yep. Just kind of push that out. Let's play this. And then we'll do Beat Stick into Gobakon and hopefully just keep that thing alive. Makes it a 4/2 because of its ability. Sorry, 4/3. And it's a 4/3, so I mean 5-turn clock right now if my opponent doesn't play any creatures. Kithkin Billy Rider is likely to come out right now unless they have something better in those 2 other cards. Okay. She may not block. We got plenty of lands. No argument here. Eventually, we won't need them. Got 8 mana, 8 lands out of 17. We've only got 9 more. I'm sorry. Yeah, out of 17, I've got 9 more in there. Oh, tell me they're not all at the top. 5/4, getting in there. Okay. Now, do you swing with the 1/3 double strike? You might have to try to get some damage on the board. Ooh, decided not to. Here's our lands. We've got so many lands. I'm gonna swing. Okay. So, first strike damage goes first. So that'll be 1. Drops me down to 3. Then, my opponent is going to swing for 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is lethal. I've got 5 to dish out, and they've only got... They've got 1 more. So I need to move the Dune Shaper to the back. And it doesn't really matter what order I do here. I guess I want to get rid of the double strike first, if I had to prioritize that. There's declared blockers. We'll use it now because that's our only creature. I have no idea what's coming on as far as like from my deck. So I have to assume that my opponent's gonna outplay me with creatures. I think they're gonna do the incubate X twice, where X is your lands. Yeah. 2/6/6 is pretty strong. And then, oh my gosh, are you serious? Got all the mana I need. 8 drop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are still 2 turns away from the big drop guy. And I am nowhere near being where I need to be to stop this onslaught. Probably shouldn't have swung there. Whoops. It's a misplay. I didn't look at the damage. It's my fault. It happens. That's 12 damage. I'm on a turn 2 clock. Looks like I've lost this game. Good game. Here we are. Gonna draw a land. There it is. It just... This game didn't want me to win. Good games, huh? Drafts are fun. I certainly had a fun time. The deck building is more so. And how many packs did we get? 2 packs and 1,000 gems? Say less. Okay. Let's open our packs. Crack these open. What is this? Enters the battlefield, scry 3. When it dies, draw 3 cards. If 3 or more creatures died this turn, okay. Tolarian can tap 5 drop. When it enters the battlefield, put a rejection counter on each creature your opponents control, and at the beginning of your end step, you can have them, or each opponent chooses one of them, and either put it on the top or the bottom of their library, which is kind of neat, but it's pretty late. Rocco. Street Chef. Creates food tokens. At the beginning of your end step, each player exiles top card of the library. Until your next end step, each player may play the card that's trash. You don't want to help your opponent. Nothing good there except... Hey, we got Dauntless General. That was the one that we thought we might keep. Luckily, we didn't because we ended up going Boros anyway. So, all good there. Still, I think it's a decent card. For 2, 2/2 for 2, sack. Humans get hexproof, indestructible. That's awesome. Exile target player's graveyard. That's really powerful right now in standard. And those aftermath cards are standard legal. You can use those. That'll do it for this video, though. As always, watch these games, get those gains, and walk those planes. Until next time, deckheads, keep it easy.